Morning.
Morning.
Wednesday today.
Yeah.
We're reading from James today, James chapter 1. And the verse we're going to look at is James chapter 1, verse 6. But I'm going to read from James verse 2. Consider it pure joy, my brothers and sisters, whenever you face trials of many kinds, because you know that the testing of your faith produces perseverance. Let perseverance finish its work, so that you may be mature and complete, not lacking anything. If any of you lacks wisdom, you should ask God, who gives generously to all without finding fault, and will be given to you. But when you ask, you must believe and not doubt, because the one who doubts is like a wave of the sea, blown and tossed by the wind.
Yeah, when we looked at this, we thought straight away about the song that we sing. We are His, and because we are like flowers quickly fading and waves tossed on the ocean, but our identity needs to be in Jesus Christ. And once we have that identity, we are sure of our salvation, and our walk is secure in Him. Jesus says, the Bible says, pursue righteousness, living faithful, holy lives, lovely and peaceful, because you can have all of that in me. Just come to me, the Father, and that is what you can have through me. Matthew 6, it says, no one can serve two masters, so we can't live in our doubts and live in a righteous world as well. We have to deal with those doubts, and God takes those doubts. If we bring all those doubts and things that are barriers to living that righteous life to Him, He can deal with our doubts, and He can give us peace and joy and blessings beyond what we can ever hope for.
And we listened to a sermon about the greatest doubter in the Bible. He has a bad hard time. Thomas, who doubted that Jesus was back from the dead because he just wanted to know. I think Thomas, his doubt was based on the fact that but I really want it to be true. He wasn't doubting that Jesus is risen, but he wanted it to be true. I want to know that Jesus has risen from the grave, and that was his doubt. Because apparently he went on to become a great missionary, Thomas. So, but it was just consolidating his thoughts and his absolute desire. He wanted Jesus to be alive. He wanted to know that Jesus has risen.
And we need that in our life. And we try now to involve Jesus in all our decisions, our plans, our dreams, our daily walk. So when we're faced with trials, and we're faced with trials often during days, and we're no different to anybody else, but we seek His face. We bring Jesus into the situation, and He gives us joy and peace about it because we have given that situation over to God. We're still learning to do that. We try and do things in our own strength sometimes, and it's hard work, and it doesn't often pay. But when we give everything to Jesus, He just comes and He delivers, and He takes our burdens, and we can rejoice and live a more righteous life through Him.
And when we serve Jesus wholeheartedly, without any doubts, without any should I do this? Should I do it? Jesus said that we had a great sermon years ago from a young man, and he was talking about the Good Samaritan. And when he comes along, he just gets off his donkey and he treats the man. He didn't doubt that he could. He didn't worry about what was going on around him or what could happen. He absolutely put his faith and trust in the fact that God wanted him to get off his donkey and look after this man. And that's like us. We're often asked to do things and we sort of, I don't know. And that's our doubts coming in. And Jesus said, no, your faith shouldn't be like that. Your faith should be absolutely strong on the rock. Don was talking about being, Jake was talking about putting our faith and trust on the rock, which is Jesus. And that's what we need to do.
Yeah. So come to God this morning or today with all your doubts, and just give them to God. List them all and just hand them over to
Brilliant.
Him.
Yeah.
Be
Good.
blessed.
Have a good day.
See you tomorrow. Bye-bye.
Bye.